All right, for those who are still doubting that SOS Limited was a company worth your investment, maybe today price action and the news that pop around the fiscal year 2020, earnings may have given you, enough meat to kind of, move around and maybe change your mindset. If you don't, that's fine. We, the buyers and the holders, will continue to add more and definitely hold as we get into Bitcoin and Ethereum going higher and higher. I think you do know that SOS Limited is now gonna mine Ethereum, right? You do, okay? If you don't, then I'm telling you, yeah. So let's go over the fiscal year 2020 financial results from SOS Limited, which is the main reasons why we have a 5% pop on the day when companies like, peers, Riot, are losing 2.5%, and Marathon Digital 118%. I still think these miners as a whole are still heavily shorted by the market, just because we do know that the uptrend it's there, it's coming for crypto as a whole, Bitcoin, Ethereum, just those two. So Wall Street can't just ignore it for any time, for any much longer. So the fact that SOS Limited had interesting 2020 profits, I mean, it's definitely bullish, guys. So fiscal year revenue increased 333%. Net profit increased almost 193% to $4.4 million, and the gross margin increased to 7.5% to 25.8%. Guys, it means for a single dollar that they are able to make as revenue, for every single dollar they make. Last year, 2019, they were keeping 7% of those, so 7 cents, and right now they're keeping almost more than 3 times, almost 4 times, that amount. It means the company is getting more and more profitable, meaning more and more money for the shareholders, if at a point they'll have to pay dividends. So because of that, guys, if you were still doubting, whatever SOS Limited is doing as a company in order to differentiate themselves from Riot and Mara in the mining space for Bitcoin, this is a perfect example to tell you, hey, maybe I need to reconsider how I see SOS Limited. And not only, those numbers are great, but they still have $3.7 million in cash in order to manage whatever, market unprecedented or market abrupt change may come their way. So from a management standpoint, it seems like SOS Limited is doing a great job, given the fact that it's a pretty young company compared to Riot and blockchain in terms of capacity, size and resources. But it seems like the fact that SOS added Ethereum into the mining will definitely increase the revenue. So by December 2021, I definitely expect these numbers to be even better, because back in 2020, they were only mining, Bitcoin, and they only had so much machines. But we all know that they increased the capacity. So with that adding to Ethereum, guys, if the prices continue to move up by 2021, maybe expect this to be, I don't know, 5 times, maybe another 3 times. It will be just amazing for the market. So as I mentioned, guys, they keep shorting these stocks. 12%, it's a pretty decent number in terms of short volume ratio. Companies, the numbers would be maybe around 3%, 5%, but when you already go above 10%, 12%, it definitely means someone is trying to limit it or to make sure your share price doesn't go above a certain way. And to me, it's just a matter of time before this definitely blows up. So because of these guys, I'm just continue to hold, because the future is nothing but bright for SOS Limited. Okay, so just my 2 cents.